Hello! Now I would love to remind you that without death there is no birth, and without birth there is no death. These two are inseparable parts, like plus and minus in an internal engine of self-aware beingness that we essentially are. So, yeah, in order for existence to experience itself and appreciate itself, it needs that quality of relative change within itself to relatively separate itself and reconnect itself. And for that, potential and creativity is infinite. It is endless. And we can see that birth, prior to birth, there is actually death, because in order to incarnate into this body, first we separate part of our consciousness from the bigger portion of our total beingness. And we focus that into more limited part of ourselves. And then this process is also reflected on the physical plane when our bodies, our tiny baby bodies, are separated from the bigger body of our mother. So, and even furthermore, when we are acquiring various limited ways of this world, we can feel even more separated from our original selves. And after this life, after duration of this body, reverse death and birth process occurs. Then we layer by layer, letting go our physical body, our etherical body, our mental body, and returning into our spirit, reconnecting with, again, bigger portion of ourselves, or even with the ultimate selves as that limitless self-aware beingness, or in other words, source itself. But really blissful wisdom is applying that knowledge into our everyday life. So all of that I just share comes down into realization that every moment, everything is always changing. All appearances, all the forms of experience is always changing, but essential you, that is that self-aware beingness, is not changing, because it is the source of all of that changing in the forms of experience. And then you can really appreciate all of this changing, all of those beginnings and ends from this liberated and blissful state. So, as I see it, we are incarnating into those bodies, into those physical lives, to teach ourselves and each other to really appreciate the moment, to really appreciate all the limitations that we are creating and all the diversity, all the variety that is being born from that. And yeah, and from that liberated, blissful state, we can really go deeply into our creativity, into our playfulness, and really create very, very enjoyable experiences for ourselves. And also very loving, very kind experiences for each other. Because that impermanence is what gives meaning to experience, to time, to space, to form, is that quality of impermanence. That quality of limitation is what allows to really make the most of it, to cherish it, to share it. For example, yeah, if you want to share something beautiful, some piece of art with the world, you need to, in a sense, start it and finish it at some point. In order to be able to share it with others, with yourself, and appreciate it, and then create something new. So we are the infinite that enjoys the limitations. Feel the sweetness of that paradox. Feel that sweet balance between changeless and changeful. What is changing is actually changeless. And what is changeless is changeful in relationship with itself. And that is eternal, limitless relationship. So again, it all comes down into enjoying this moment, this present stream of your life from the bottom of your heart. So good, so good. Much blessings and take care.